Deep in the mountains, the woman unbuttoned her shirt and wiggled out of her pants, revealing her gorgeous figure, which made her boyfriend's heart race with excitement. But the next second, the woman jumped straight into the bottomless pool. Her boyfriend was terrified and quickly rushed to the cliff's edge to check. When he saw that the woman hadn't surfaced, he worried for his girlfriend's safety, quickly stripped off his clothes, took a deep breath, and dove right in. The man frantically searched underwater and found his girlfriend lying unconscious at the bottom of the lake. He saw that her legs were pinned under a large rock, unable to move. He quickly swam over, trying to pull his girlfriend up, but before the man could get close, his girlfriend suddenly swam toward the surface on her own. The moment she broke the surface, the woman burst into laughter, thrilled that she'd successfully pranked her boyfriend, excitedly spinning around in the water. But what they didn't know was that they would soon face real disaster. The next day, the two went out to sea for an adventure. Suddenly, a pigeon actually flew onto their yacht, carried by the strong winds. The woman thought this was weird and couldn't understand why a pigeon would be so far from land, but her boyfriend didn't think much of it and just let the bird go. But the woman kept thinking something was off. She looked around and noticed the wind was getting stronger and stronger, with the constantly rolling waves causing the yacht to tilt dangerously. It could capsize at any moment. At this point, her boyfriend also noticed something was wrong. He had the woman take the helm temporarily while he went to listen to the radio for any information. Through the radio, the boyfriend learned that a massive storm was raging at sea. He quickly checked their position on the nautical chart and found that the yacht was a full 600 miles from the storm's center. So he quickly reassured the woman not to worry. But seeing the dark clouds gathering not far away, the woman really couldn't let her guard down. So to be safe, she still chose to change course and steer clear of those storm clouds ahead. But the woman never imagined that this decision would actually plunge them into complete disaster. By nighttime, howling winds whipped up towering waves, and the yacht bobbed up and down on the sea like a fallen leaf, constantly at risk of being capsized. Suddenly, a massive wave crashed into the yacht, directly snapping one of the masts. Seeing this, the woman immediately battled the fierce winds to get forward and take down the sail, preventing the other masts from being broken. But just as she was about to head back, another huge wave swept in and nearly knocked the woman into the sea. Fortunately, her boyfriend grabbed her just in time, preventing tragedy. The woman was scared to death and quickly hid in the cabin, but the next second, disaster struck anyway. When the woman woke up from unconsciousness, she found the cabin was a complete mess. Ignoring her injuries all over her body, she quickly stripped off her torn rain gear and crawled out of the cabin to look for her boyfriend. She looked around and realized the yacht had been swept by the waves into unfamiliar waters, with no sign of her boyfriend anywhere. The woman immediately sensed trouble and ran to the stern, frantically pulling up the safety rope, hoping her boyfriend was still attached to it. But even after pulling up all the rope, there was still no sign of her boyfriend. The woman couldn't accept this cruel reality. She collapsed on the deck and let out a desperate, anguished cry.